Hello friends and welcome. I'm Crystal Joy Johnson of CJoy Yoga, and we've been talking about cross patterning. Two hemispheres of the brain, right? One, the right side controls the left side of the body, the left side controls the right, and one is usually more dominant, and there's all kinds of other things that go into this. But anytime we work across the midline, right, or coordinate the right hand moving over to the left, or even if we're coordinating the left hand and the right arm at the same time, this is considered cross patterning. Fantastic for you physically and mentally. It helps stabilize your gait, and you gain core strength. It energizes your body while it calms your mind. It improves your eye teaming skills, and they started doing a lot of this with children because of that, because it's essential to have eye teaming skills if you want to be able to focus and read and write. But that's not just true of children, that's true of us as adults as well, yeah? And then just whole brain thinking. Instead of just using one hemisphere, hopefully we start to coordinate the two. And then they've also been testing a lot, right, doing a lot of research on it. And they're also finding out that it does a lot for us emotionally. It increases our self-awareness, our clarity of thought, our impulse control, and just in general, when we have improved physical coordination and we're able to participate in things, we are more social, yeah? So all of that is to say cross patterning is pretty awesome. And I have a couple of physical practices that I think you're really going to dig and enjoy. And if you don't, your central nervous system will, if you do them, right? But I would be remiss if I didn't bring in alternate nostril breathing. Now, it's something I've taught, and you can find other videos, right? Once you've watched this once, you can always fast forward past me talking and just straight to it. But we're going to work it a little differently today. We're going to start by doing the alternate nostril breath, which I'll talk you through. But then the part that's a little more interesting to me when you're talking about cross patterning is we're going to start to follow the energy of the prana. Now, this is a lot of visualization and imagination work, so bear with me. I know you can't move your prana up into although I sometimes question whether or not you can or can't. But we're going to talk about how the prana is going to move from one nostril up over to the other hemisphere. In between the hemispheres, there's this thing called the corpus callosum, and we'll pause there, we'll move to the other hemisphere, and we'll follow the energy out as we exhale, right? So we know that the breath is actually doing this, but I'm talking about the prana, the energetic movement, and we're going to follow that energetic movement, and it's firing new neurons, or neurons in a new way that's really great for that whole brain thinking, right? Y'all ready? Okay. So sit up nice and tall. I'm not going to mirror you because I won't teach it quite as well, and I'll probably goof up my right lefts, which is going to screw you up. So you're going to take your right hand, and your index finger and middle finger can come down to the thumb pad. If that's not comfortable, they just come up to the forehead. Both options available on the table. Your ring finger and your thumb come to either side, and they're going to help plug the nostrils, right? Open and plug the nostrils. So sit up tall, close the eyes. Right now, my hands are by my nostrils, but I'm not plugging anything, and I'm going to inhale through both nostrils, our soft belly breath. Full, deep, smooth, exhaling both nostrils. Now, plug your right nostril and inhale through your left. Plug both nostrils for just a moment, and then open your right and exhale through your right nostril. That's half of it. Inhale through your left nostril, right nostril. Plug both and exhale through your left. That's one full cycle right there. Inhale through your left. Plug both. Exhale through your right. Inhale right. Plug both. Exhale left. So now you could just keep going just like this, and this is still wonderful for cross patterning. Inhale left. Plug both, and you're going to exhale right. Inhale right. Plug both and exhale left. Now with this next cycle, I'm going to start to talk about the prana. Keep doing the regular breath if it's too much. Inhale, the prana moves from the left nostril up to the right hemisphere. So you're just following that line with your imagination. Plug both nostrils and move in between the hemispheres, corpus callosum. Move over to the left hemisphere and exhale out the right nostril. Inhaling, prana moves from the right nostril all the way up to the left hemisphere. As you plug the nostrils, think of the prana moving to the corpus callosum and then over into the right hemisphere and exhale out through the left nostril. That prana goes all the way out. I'm going to add another piece. Inhale, the prana moves from the left nostril and it moves up and it bathes the right hemisphere in healing energy. As we plug both nostrils, it bathes the corpus callosum in that same energy, and then it moves over to your left hemisphere, bathing it before it exits out the right nostril. Inhaling the right nostril, the prana moves up and bathes that left hemisphere. Plugging both nostrils, it goes into the corpus callosum, then it goes over to the right hemisphere, and it exhales out the left nostril. We're going to do that one more time. Inhaling from the left nostril, the prana goes up to the right hemisphere, bathing the whole hemisphere. That healing energy now comes to the corpus callosum, and then we open the right nostril and it moves from the left hemisphere all the way out through the right nostril. Inhale, prana moves in through the right nostril up to the left hemisphere. Plugging the nostrils, it moves to the corpus callosum, and then it moves over to the right hemisphere, and it exhales out the left nostril. Bring the hand down and inhale through both nostrils. Exhale both nostrils. So now we're just going to breathe through both nostrils, but again, prana. Follow the prana from the nostrils all the way up to both hemispheres and the corpus callosum. Bathe them in that healing energy, and then exhale that prana will come from the brain all the way out through the nostrils. And do that a couple of times. Right, the breath and awareness, oh my gosh. I was going to say they are everything. That might be a little bit of an overstatement, but not much. The next time that you imagine that prana going up with an inhale into the brain, even though you're going to exhale and continue to breathe, you're going to keep your awareness in the brain. My friends who study with me regularly, the center of the brain, right? The center of the mind, we'll call it. Not the brain, the mind. And that is, if I were to draw a line from between your eyebrows to the back of your head, and I drew another line from above one ear over to the top of the other, where those two lines intersect, that's where we're bringing our awareness, and that's where we're imagining this healing prana. So the center of the mind, that is where it's just for you. Nobody's critical voice or anything gets to come in. That's where your guidance, your inner voice, your inner guru sits. And it's there for you anytime. Bring your hands together in front of your chest. Inhale. Exhale, bowing your head gently in, right? That inner guru bowing to your heart. Maybe just noticing the energetic effect of that breathing practice. Pranayama. Namaste, friends. So maybe check out those physical exercises. There are going to be 2 or 3, I haven't decided yet, videos where we'll do some cross-pattern body work. It's still working our neurology for sure, but we'll do it through a little more physical of a practice. Check it out. If you like what you see when you watch these videos, if you're finding them useful, please, please pass them on, tag other people, send them out. Word of mouth is how we build this. And yes, I'd love to build my community, but more than anything, I would love for people to have access to this, right? I'm putting a lot of this up for free because I really hope that anybody can get their hands on it. And I know not everybody has a smartphone or a device, but I'm trying. And if you really like what you see and you want way more of it, patreon.com/CJoyYoga. I have, oh my gosh, I think it's like 125 or something like that videos up online now. That's crazy to me. Love you. Bye.